Good morning. Hi, Eugenie. Hey, Jeff. Oh, the sun's gonna come out. Hi, Myrna. Hey, Samuel. Hey, MZ. Pierre. Good morning. Hey, Ernie. Sunny morning. Hey, Urias. How are you, Pierre? Good morning. Here's where those two young men died because the landlord was illegally tapping the gas main. I'm good. I'm due in at noon, but I think I'll get there a couple of hours early. No, today I'm going to walk to work because it takes sometimes a half an hour to get to work by subway, and it takes a half an hour to work to get there by walking, so if it's nice out enough. So yeah, these two buildings sort of exploded and burned down. Yeah, this is the East Village. I'm gonna walk here from here to Chelsea. It's about 1.5 miles, unless I run out of battery, which is possible because I was watching stuff this morning while I was getting ready. Hey, AW. But yeah, no rain today. Just a cool sort of 70s day. Hey, mister. Let's see, which way do we want to go? A fuel rod? What's that? I'm due in at noon, but I'll probably get there around 10 and make 2 extra hours of work and money. Money. Hey, DA. Hey, May. Although ideally I should have been there at 8:30 because I have a lot of work and a deadline. So I was there till 9 o'clock last night. Hey, Nat. And I just couldn't wake up early enough today. Hey, Mr. Привет. Good morning. Okay, ask for swapping chat. Oh, fuel rod. Oh, I have a Mophie. But I couldn't find it this morning. Oh, I wear so many hats at work. They all lead me back to the computer usually. Oh, look, it's a stripy van. I don't get super specific about what I do because I consider those hours bought and paid for by someone else. Hey, Yuvan. So it's, private sort of. Hey, Lolly. How are you? Rest assured, though, lots of work. How are you? We just pay for one and replace me at a kiosk. I don't think we have those kiosks here in New York. I'm good, thanks. Hey, Jacek. You're from Poland. Hi. Hey, Iwa. What do I do professionally? I thought I just explained that. I do lots of work. I don't get super specific. Most of the time I end up on the computer. Hi. Poland. Poland in the house. I don't even know how to say good morning or hello in Polish, so. Hi, Apple. Free internet. I don't know if that's why they installed them, but hey, I love this Green Man sculpture. I think it's really funny because it's like small Turkish restaurant. Maybe. I pass a lot of restaurants. Where is it? Isn't this Green Man funny? He's like the walking sign man. It just makes me laugh. Close to NYU. Okay, NYU is down that road right there in the middle. Down that way to the left and then forward to the west. So I won't see it today. I usually don't go that way, so. This is Astor Place, though. And that big black cube in the middle rotates. The graffiti, there's probably still some. I mean, hi, Johnny. People tend to wash it off. It's not super pretty. Eugenie, no, I'm very, 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 very happily single at this point in my life. Jersey, oh my gosh, that's close. Well, parts of Jersey are close. Hey, Galter. Danger, men working above. I don't see that. Here's the Jeff Koons statue. Hi, military. It's hard to see. Oh, you were very close. Okay. Did you come into the city a lot? What are they doing? I guess they're putting sealant on the concrete. Surely stinks. Hey, Kenneth. So this is 4th Avenue. Well, it's called Lafayette right here. It's only called 4th Avenue for a few blocks because down south it's called Lafayette and up north it's called Park Avenue. Hey, Angelina. Oh, I ended up having to stop. Hey, Gaitula. I usually try to not be stopped. Because I'm on the move. In the city once a week. Ah, did you go to the East Village most of the time? Because that's what I'm always saying. People come to my neighborhood to go out. People, do you know, live in Manhattan? Exactly. The East Village is the place to go out in. I don't know anybody in Manhattan that has a car now. I did know some people, but they moved out. I used to have a car twice. It's a lot harder to find parking now in my neighborhood. Webster Hall, I'm about to pass it, actually. And I was there this past Halloween with a Periscope friend who won the $5,000 costume prize, believe it or not. Hi, IS. He and his friend came from Maryland. No buildings have, yeah, a lot of them do. And the parking space is almost as expensive as a full month's rent. So if you have money, having a car, yeah. I used to do accounting for someone who had a car payment, the gas, and a car parking spot. And it was literally, I don't know, over $2,000 a month for all of that. It's crazy amounts of money to me. Because that's like a bill on top of your rent and food and electricity and TV. And so you gotta have money, I think, to have a car. Webster Hall is right down there. This is the post office that was, they pretended was Newman's. There's Webster Hall. I don't know if you can see it in the light. Not really. Oh, sorry. It's so sunny you can't see it. Hey, Soka. Yeah, so these are your old stomping grounds. Post office. Here's the, thanks for the hearts, by the way. Hey, go. I'm getting close to 1 million. I couldn't believe it. I saw that the other day. It was like 1 million hearts. Hi, Abdul. This is the New York costume shop. Hey, Apple. I'd say maybe twice a week in the subways or in the street. Hi, Abdul. I was thinking about you saying I say hey all the time, and I had to tell you, rats. Hey, Hyper. Hey, GL. I had to tell you that hey is like an okay way to say, hey, how you doing? But hey is usually used to, hi Samuel, hey Jeannie, hi Hyper, good morning, hey Erdane. Gone on a full walk without it. Yeah, of course. Temperature is around 70. So if you say hey, it can be seen as very rude. Because like if you're going to yell at someone, you're like, hey. Don't do that. So I was in Egypt and I was up on the pyramids and literally people running after me going, hey, 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 like trying to sell me stuff. Some say hey's for horses. Hey, Greg. Hi, Greg. So if you're saying hey, hey to someone as a name, like hey, Greg, that's okay. Oh, Abdul, you missed that whole explanation. That was for you. Hi, Greg. Yes, Eugenie, I have a cat, and I used to have 2 dogs. One was a 140-pound Kangal from Turkey. Abdul, you missed an entire explanation of the word hey. So, I'm actually doing it noon, but the earlier I get there, the more extra hours I have to work. So I should get there around 10. And I might pick up some almond croissants because I want one. Hey, Samuel. Turkish Kangal, yes, they're amazing. He was such a good dog. And the other dog I had looked just like Turkish Kangals. But on my salary? What does that mean? My cat's name is Inkling. Inky, Stinky, Winky, Blinky. Black and stinky bottle of Inky. You had a Turkish Kangal hat. Oh, Kangal is another, yeah, it's a hat maker. That's Kangal, I think. Oh, you wouldn't get to work that early if on salary. Oh no, I see what you mean. I thought you were asking me why I had dogs on my salary. I'm good, Abdul, how are you? Yeah, no, the extra hours I get paid extra dollars for. I don't get any kind of overtime pay though, time and a half, because it's 2 separate jobs. My daytime and my extra time. Well, Warren, hi, how are you? Hey, Greg, I'm going to work. Pigeon. Someday, somebody's going to do a study on pigeons and all the different varieties. Yeah. I don't think anybody has, there's so many different variety colors. Yeah, I mean, it would be not, I used to get time and a half, but, no. Thanks, Warren, you too. Have a great one. Thanks for popping in. I work in Chelsea, which is where I'm headed on a diagonal from the East Village to go walk up Broadway. I like to walk through the very middle of this. What's going down? Is it a downtown readings? Pigeons. Okay, have a sweet dream, Warren. You have to tell me when you get my book. I'm all nervous about it. Well, it's okay. Hey, Greg, how are you? I just passed Webster Hall and told people how you won $5,000 there. Are you tired of me telling that? Because I will. Stop. Pigeons are amazing. I don't think they're rats with wings. If we didn't have them, our streets would certainly be a lot dirtier, put it that way. Hey, what's up is a casual greeting. Yeah. My plans for today are working till 8 o'clock at night, maybe till 9. It is, but if you go just say hey to someone, like it matters the sound of the word hey. If you're like, hey, how you doing? That's okay. But if someone's yelling at you, hey, I don't want to scream in all your ears, but it's rude. It's like, stop yelling at me. Hey, hey, hey. If you know someone's name, you can be, hey, how are you? Jane. Giving examples of how to use hey correctly. Exactly, Samuel. You're right. There is ways to use it. Oh, look, he's taking a picture of the squirrel. See, the squirrels in the parks in New York City are all tame because everybody feeds them nonstop. Hey, hey, my horse needs hay. I know, right? Well, it's a little scary because if you're sitting on one of these benches and they see you eating, they'll come like right literally up next to you and you're like, oh my gosh, get away from me. Look at these pretty flowers. They're like little towers of flowers. I don't know what they're called. There's the flag. It's no wind today. Oh, there's wind up there. Washington Square. No, this is Union Square. Union Square Park, 14th Street to 19th. Inky black cat. Well, he has like 5 or 6 white hairs on his nose and a white belly and white feet. So he's a black and white. I've had black and white cats my entire life, so when I went to go get this cat, Shake Shack Park, yeah? No, that's Madison. We'll see that one too. That one's Madison Square Park at 23rd Street. Heading up that way right now. So I went to the ASPCA and I was like, I want a black and white kitten. And they were like, oh, okay. We only have one. Hey, young lady. Aw, thanks, Rat. That's another one, Samuel. And they were like, oh, well, we only have one black and white kitten. I'm like, I'm sure he's fine. And they're like, don't you want to meet him? I'm like, sure, but I'm sure he'll be great. So I've had him now 10 years, but he cost me $5,000 within the first year. It was unbelievably crazy because I was going to get a Maine Coon cat, which is the breed I had for 20 years. Black shelter. Favorite transportation is my feet. Cat does a bunch of dots. That's called a calico, right? So when I was looking for a cat, I looked at how much Maine Coon cats would cost, and they were like $600. I was like, I can't afford that. So I went to the shelter. I paid $100 for my kitten. And after a year, I'd already spent $5,000 on him. Maine Coon cats are incredible. They're so smart. They jump. They like the rain. Mine was 20 years old and 50 days when he died. Watch it. Hey, watch it. Well, no. If you say that, it's sort of aggressive. You can say, excuse me. They have a Maine Coon rescue. I know. Well, when I was looking, I had 2 dogs, so I needed to introduce a kitten. Actually, I only had 1 dog. I'm sorry. The other one she died. I had the big dog left. Japanese raccoon. Oh my gosh. I don't know what you're talking about, Samuel. After you're bumped with a B. If you're bumped, you say, usually the other person says, excuse me, or sorry. And then you say, excuse me, because it's their fault. They say sorry. I'd rate you a 9. Hey, hi, bae. I'm not really concerned with people's ratings of me, but when am I going to do a musical? I've never met Marty. I'm going to work. Here's my free newspaper. And Kaiser Bakery is up here. I'm going to go in and buy some almond croissants. Oh yeah, you're right. I almost got hit by a car. Wait, I live in the same area? I thought Marty lives uptown. He's always doing Central Park. That's like 4 miles from here. It's not close at all, although I could walk it. New York is 10 miles long, but you could have a friend a block away and you never see them because your path. Don't you see how I walk the same path every day? Because people are very time constrained. I do drive. Absolutely. I'll be renting a car again last weekend in June. 10 miles high. No, that would be really tall. But, you know, cumulatively, if you added all the tall buildings together, maybe. You thought it was in the knees? I didn't see the fireworks. Hi, Ivy. Oh, Arizona, welcome to New York. That should be a fun show. Kinky Boots is a Broadway show, everybody. I'm renting a car. No, Apple. I'm renting a car so I can drive out of New York City. That's what I used to have a car, and there was so easy to get parking in my neighborhood, and then everybody got money in my neighborhood. So it's impossible to find parking there now. Maison Kaiser is where I'm going, where that red awning is. Did I go so I didn't walk under that ladder? Yes. Did I not even want to walk under it that way? Yes. A Segway. Russia, привет. Hi, Nathan. Yeah, you don't really need a car. It's super nice if you want to go out to the beach or something, because it's impossible to get to the beach otherwise without taking like 20, things. I have a bike. Definitely, I just don't have much time to ride it with all these extra hours. All right, so I'm going inside this bakery. I'll show you me for a second in case I stop it in the middle. A hoverboard, but I like walking. I don't mind the walk. It's actually pretty good for me. All right, here's where I'm coming to buy some almond croissants. Here's me. Good morning. Thanks, Abdul. And exactly, Nathan. Hi, Iraq. Armenia. Hi, chat. Yeah, this is really good food. You're funny, Apple. This I'm getting these. These are the most amazing almond croissants I've found in New York. And somebody was just in Paris and said they don't even taste as good as this. I know. I love renting a car. You just get in, you start driving, you're like, woohoo. No walking, no subways. I would love to have one each, too. I'm going to get 4. Okay, Lolly, have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Croissant, ham and cheese, brioche, sugary brioche, pistachio with chocolate, white chocolate. Bye, Lolly. Have fun today. Okay, while I'm ordering, I won't be talking, okay, to you guys. I am so...
Hi, could I get 4 almond croissants in a box, please?
These almond croissants are amazing. Actually, everything in here is amazing. I came here to lunch one day and I was like, dang. Look. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Thank you. Thank you. My favorite is the almond croissant. Now I have a box. So I'm sharing with my work friends. I don't know why. Merci beaucoup, Eugenie. Ils font tellement bien. Look, there's the Empire State Building. Hey, Errol. I know. I used to bake a lot for my job, like cookies, and this is Maison Kaiser. It's amazing. Oh, you can't see it, this sign. There's two of them that I know of. One near Union Square. I don't know, maybe. I don't know who Dominic Ansel is. Nice, why I sound like an Amish person. Well, I used to bake, I just don't have time anymore. And sometimes other people's wives bake, and so they send it with their husbands. But not for a while. Well, the Magnolia Bakery of New York. Oh, I think there's a Magnolia Bakery here. I think they were famous for cupcakes. Are they famous for cupcakes? Sleepless in Seattle, yeah. And that other old-timey movie where they met at the top, too. One of the guys, she or he was paralyzed or crippled. Into a bakery. Sourdough. My favorite food? Chicken, I think. Organic chicken. I eat chicken all the time. Probably once a day. Because, I mean, red meat, I have it once in a while, but I like it too. But in terms of how much, I eat a lot of tuna fish too. Lazy Bakery. It's just dough. You're funny. Nobody's gonna buy plain dough unless they're gonna go home and bake it. But it just got cut out. But yeah, I thought I was gonna run out of battery, but I made it. Hey, Tanya, I'm just finishing. I'm at the end of the scope. I'm good, thanks. Here's the Flatiron, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for joining in, and do your best, have fun. Au revoir, Tanya. The pigeons. Bye, everybody. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Au revoir. Merci.